This is Jonathan Ogden, formerly of the Baltimore Ravens. You're watching Class Act Sports.
Class Act Sports, Jared Ginsberg here with the one and only Jonathan Ogden. I can't wait, first of all, man. We're at your foundation, your Celebrity Golf Classic, your second one in as many months. You're always giving back.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you get the call to Canton and be that first ballot Hall of Famer like you truly deserve and all the fans and family want you to be.
You know what? I hope so. You know, I've just been out here trying to get back to community. The community was so good to me here in this town in particular, and when I come back here and have this and just try to continue to build on what we have going in this city. And hopefully, like you said, if I get that call to Canton, hopefully this city will be there, you know, and it won't just be for me, it'll be for this whole town. So it's really just a great relationship between me and Baltimore.
Exactly, and what does that mean to you, man, being involved with Baltimore? I know you live in Vegas, but you always come back. You are one of the faces of this city, always and forever.
Yeah, you know, back in '96, I was the first draft pick of this organization. This town didn't have football for 13 years when the Colts left, and the Ravens came, and I was the first pick of the organization. And I like to think I tried to live up to being a good Raven, and this is an extremely great sports town. I mean, they are fanatics here, and I was just privileged to be here and play for this town, these people. I loved it.
What do you think it was in Ozzie Newsome that he saw the talent in you and the drive and the type of conversations you had prior to being drafted, and what it really instilled in him to draft you and make that correct pick and grab a first ballot Hall of Famer type?
You know what, I mean, Ozzie played the game. He understands that, you know, it's about, you got to have players on your team. It's not about needs, it's about getting the best player available, and that's always been his philosophy. And he told me, he said that I was the number one player on their board in '96, and when I was available still at forward, they said, you know what, I'm going to go with the best guy, even though it wasn't a need pick at the time. But it ended up working out great, and that's the way this organization has done it for years, and that's why they've always been one of the top contenders in the AFC over the last, 10, 11 years, because of the way Ozzie approaches things in the draft.
Well, take us through that Super Bowl year, man. Obviously, you're playing in the Super Bowl, some of the best times of your life, man. Just talk about what that whole run was like for you.
Man, you know what? I was like in my 5th year then, so it was just kind of like a roller coaster ride. We just kind of made the playoffs. It was our first time ever making the playoffs. And, we started off with Denver at home. We beat them. Then went on the road to Tennessee, which was just a heck of a game because they had only been beat once at home since their stadium opened. That was by us. So that was a heck of a battle. And we went out to California and played the Raiders, and that was just another tremendous fight. And we had Shannon Sharp caught a 95-yard touchdown reception, and that kind of broke the game open for us. And then all the way to Tampa in Super Bowl 35, beat the Giants up. I mean, that was just one of those years. And it's funny things when you win a Super Bowl, it's kind of like after the game, you kind of in your mind, you're like, okay, who's next? But there is no one. You're at the top of the mountain, So, but that's one year that I will always remember right there.
Well, John, definitely appreciate you sitting down with Class Act Sports. Truth be told, I'm a Giants fan. I got beat up on that day by you and your squad, man.
Well, here's the thing. I mess with Michael Strahan about this all the time. At least he won one after that, because I used to always give him a little bit of crap about, hey, Stray, you like the ring I got when we beat you guys? And now that he's got his own, I'm like, it's all right, Mike, so don't worry about it. So he's good now. Those guys are good. Hey,
speaking of the New York Giants, we just covered Justin Tuck's football camp.
Okay.
He was asked a question, not by myself, by a kid, who was the toughest player he's ever gone against. You know whose name came up. It was you, Jonathan Ogden, man. He said you're a beast. You are a living legend type player, man. What does that mean to you? The Justin Tuck is now so relevant in the game today, so are you. And to know that you're one of the toughest players, that one of the best players in the league today still says that you're to go against.
Well, you know what, I'm really, humble and honored. I mean, I know I went out there every Sunday and tried to give everything I had, try to go out there and play my best and give the guys who I was going against my best effort. And Justin Tuck's a heck of a football player, and he was definitely one of the tougher guys I went against. But it is always cool when someone thinks that you're the best that they win against, so I'm really humbled by that.
John, it's all for the kids, man. We were in Vegas, now we're here in Baltimore.
That's right,
always giving back. We got some of the kids here, little cousin here, his agent. Everybody's here, man. And talk about what this means to you to give back and make everyone's day, everyone's weekend, and something that everyone can remember for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, people are always looking for ways to give back to the community. There's a need out there. And this is a way, an easy way. It's not easy logistically trying to set it up, but it's easy as far as fun goes. People enjoy giving back, coming out to golf tournaments, and supporting in that manner. And I'm just glad that I love golf enough that I'm willing to get the things together and try to do this.
Well, tell me this, man. When you were growing up, did you realize you'd be this type of celebrity? I mean, everyone cannot get away from you, man, because whether it's the pictures, the autographs, anything and everything, everyone wants a piece of Jonathan Ogden, and I understand why, because you're a gentle giant and a true class act.
You know, probably not, only because I play offensive line. You know, as a lineman, we never got into this game for the glory. We got into the game just because we like to hit people. You know, but you know, I don't mind it, and I don't mind being a role model. You know, if people look at me that way, I just, you know, want to be myself and try to encourage, you know, and influence kids to be good people, good role models themselves.
Well, Class X Sports, we'd like to thank you, man. Always allowing us to come out and film you on the golf course, whether it's playing against Victor Green of Class X Sports or your foundations, man. You're always doing big things. Thank you for letting Class X Sports be a part of you. Really a legend, man.
Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate it, buddy.
Appreciate it. Hey, we're signing out. Class X Sports, stay tuned for when Jonathan Ogden gets the call from Canton. First ballot, future Hall of Famer. I'm Jared Ginsberg, Class X Sports, signing out from the Jonathan Ogden Celebrity Golf Classic. Second in as many weeks. Stay tuned at classxsports.com. It's a wrap.